I think we ought to lose that E flat, actually. That's a mistake, really. It doesn't work.
Take that out.
So have the F longer in place of the E flat there. And so the F comes out of that chord, and then we go into a section which has obviously got to be gentler, because it covers the Dachau section.
Right,
and then we pick up with the percussion again.
And it's louder again here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's give it another try.
Okay.
It often happens that you're working on one piece and you start a second thing at the same time. This one was about hummingbirds. They decided to call the program Birds of the Sun God, with a mind to the very colourful iridescent wings that the hummingbirds have. Unfortunately, hummingbirds very often occupy rather dingy rainforests, and a lot of their shots really didn't show up the colours too much. So I think they were looking to the music to be very colourful in its place. I remember at one time actually using a very old ARP synthesizer, one of the old synthesizers of the workshop, with an automatic trigger on it, on a sort of mandolin sound. So I started off with that. What you can do is just set up basic, really rather boring sound these days, of a single plucked electronic note, and you can get it to repeat itself over and over again. Obviously, something that's rather nice about, if you like, a whole room full of people playing strummed mandolin is the fact that there's going to be a lovely lot of changing of phase relationships between one instrument and the other, and the thick texture is going to be in the playing of all these different strums, as it were, against one another. So to simulate that, I laid this automatic note onto different tracks of a multi-track tape recorder. But having actually got it onto the multi-track machine, you can then sample it into the sampling keyboard so that in the end you can actually play the whole strummed A minor chord by just pressing one note. Well, then it follows, of course, that you can actually play different minor chords by playing other notes. And if you actually arrange it so that the sound dies away gradually after you've released the key, and you arrange the next sound to approach at the same rate, you can change from one key to another, and there'll be a most beautiful mix of chords as you pass from one chord to another.
requirement for To Engineer is Human was, like the subject itself, music which was positive. To Engineer gave me not a theme but a rhythmic idea. Ba-bum, ba-bum, To Engineer. I decided to use a timp-like sound because nothing could be more positive than timps. The collapse of Tacoma Narrows Bridge presented a problem for me because it's a long section. There's very little commentary to tell us anything about what's happening. Very little needs to be said. And the story is the death of a bridge.